So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Taylor will throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They go play action now. Taylor. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just go find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Touchdown, Packers! Deion Sims from 6 yards away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Murray the lone setback. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now back to throw. Complete outright to Kurz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Oh, the spin. Stiff-armed him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down after a good game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Taylor steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes able to get him for a loss of about 3. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that's going to be just... About all she wrote for this one. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
That'll do it from here for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, head on over to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.